And we're live! Hello! Hiya, Stu.
Hello.
Hiya. Hello, everyone. Sorry we're a bit late. A few technical issues in that. Still not showing on my phone that we're live. Oh, we are now. Don't know if it's showing it though. Right. A few hellos. Sharon was first in. Hello, Sharon. Matt's here. Hello, Matt. He's a now expert. He knows the now album, so we've got to be quite good with it in mind. Hello, Laura. Hello, Chris. He's a now expert. Oh, we don't take it off or something there. Hello, Chris. Stu, have you got earphones you can plug into your computer? Because I'm getting massive feedback. Hiya, Chris, as well. Chris. Tina Turner is on here, but you'll have to wait to the right at the very end. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. Hi everyone. Right, I'm just going through your messages. Blissfully beautiful. What's up, guys? I came across your channel after watching the edition of Adam Martin's Sunday Catch Up that came out on the 20th of November. What we do on here is we go through the Now albums. We've gone from Now 1 and we've got to Now 4. We do take our time. We waffle a lot. We try and have fun. Join in the side chat. Everyone's lovely here. So come on, come in. Hopefully everyone's welcome. Hiya, Laney. I've just seen you come in as well. So are you okay, Stu?
Still there? Is it working?
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I've got like Christmas gremlins going on here.
Yeah. So have you right, first off, has everyone in the side chat had a good Christmas? And Stu, have you had a good Christmas?
Yeah, weird though, isn't it? No, it's quiet, which is maybe not a bad thing to have a quiet Christmas.
Yeah.
And not having to go anywhere. I don't know where it's like. Normally we have to go like on our travels at Christmas. We go visit like family and stuff on Christmas Day, which means we stay away because we live in Scotland and go down to the northeast.
Yeah,
it usually means sleeping somewhere like different or on settees or traveling with like the dogs in tow, the kids in tow, presents and everything. So it's been nice just to stay at home and not have to take everything around.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I know when the thing is with us, we've had a bubble. We're already in a bubble with Kay's mum, so she does babysitting duties and everything for us. And then, what you call us?
Bubbles.
So she's in like our bubble, you know what I mean? And then I went and seen our parents. So we're still sort of done the two stops we usually do on a Christmas Day, but we've had like less visitors over the Christmas time as well. So. Ajax Johnson still got a very cracking copy of Now 10 on vinyl. Well done. Didn't get anything musical related, but still had a good time. As long as you had a good time. Christmas was meant to be cancelled, or that's what we said it before Christmas. Everyone was saying Christmas is cancelled, but we turned around and said it isn't. We were right. What we Stu?
We were. Listen to us.
Actually, Stu. We have got a correction to be made.
What did I do this time?
Blissful 690. Before we get started, I'd like to address a glaring mistake you've made on a previous live stream that I'm surprised nobody's corrected. Is it liable?
Yeah, and to make it clear, I have admitted that I know nothing about music, so I'm free of any blame. So.
Last Christmas by Wham did not originally come out in 1983. It originally came out in 1984. Oh. Did it not come out in 1983 as a double A side with another album and then was re-released in 1984 though? I thought that was the case. Because what year did Band-Aid come out? Because didn't Band-Aid get a number one in 1984? Because the Flying Pickets got a number one in 1983.
Well, this is what happens, you see, when you don't know what you're talking about, and then you have people listening that do. So thank you for the correction.
Yeah. Thank you for correcting us. Thank
Don't
you.
argue with them, no.
Band-Aid was 84 then, so it was 83. That Last Christmas come out as a double A side then. I'm sure. I'm positive my research. I should know. Oops. Okie dokie. Sorry if that's... My live chat on my phone doesn't seem to be updating here though. Let's go live chat again. Oh yeah, it's updated now.
690, a new listener.
I think they are. I don't know if it's male, female, whatever. But welcome along. Same as Matt. I know Matt is. I commented on one of his now album reviews, what he's done in the past.
Is Blissful 690 a big Wham fan? Is this? We've already upset the Tina Turner lot.
Well, not so much Tina Turner. I would say UB40 was really upset.
Yeah, but they deserve to be upset, don't they? That's, but then,
don't trigger Sharon. Don't trigger Sharon.
So now we have a defender of the Wham.
Yes, we've got a Wham. Well,
what came first, the band Wham or the Sweet Bar Wham?
Oh, it would have been the. Oh, I would have said the band Wham. 83 was a Flying Pickets. George was number 2. UB40, OMG, lol. No, I'm just a fan of music in general.
Do they still do Wham bars?
Oh, I think so. They'll probably be not as nice because they'll have taken a lot of sugar out to avoid sugar tax.
Everything bad to come out of it, so now it won't.
Yeah. Same as like Iron Brew and Lucozade and stuff like that. So, but shall we crack on with the album Now 4, which is not as good as the first 3? Now, I would say this is the worst one.
It's got some peaches on it, but
it has got some good songs.
But overall, it's a bit wobbly.
Sharon's not triggered. She's not triggered. She's just breathing and counting the tenor. Right, I'll get this set up. Let's get. Oh, I need to share screen, don't I? Share screen. Share screen.
Is this one of your PowerPoints?
This is one of my PowerPoints.
You love a PowerPoint, don't you?
Yes. If you thought Chris Whitney was killing you by PowerPoint, welcome. Just before we go into it, Matt agrees. Yeah, Now 4 is arguably the worst until Now 15, to be honest. So let's look forward to Now 15 as well. But like you said, still some classics. I was born in Blissful. Says I was born in 1990, but still enjoying music from the previous decade. We were only born, I was born 81. Stu, you were 80, weren't you?
80, yeah.
Yeah. Plus Now 4 infinitely lost out to the hits album for the coveted number 1 spot, as I remember. Yeah, well, I'll get to that in just a second. Matt.
I've always found it a bit of a cheat that these like Now albums get to still be in the album charts. Do you know what I mean?
I think after so long, it went on to an album chart, then a compilation album chart. So there was like 2 album charts type thing.
Yeah, because it's cheating a bit, isn't it? You're basically cherry picking good people. It's a bit like the X Factor number 1, isn't it? It's cheating.
Well, yeah. And then it changed, but let's go with this. Here we go. So can you see that okay?
Well, something's come up.
I think it has appeared. I've got it on my phone just here as well. So, like I said, well, I have wrote down this album is. I've lost it now. Where the have it? Anyway, this album
gone strong on the album cover. They've gone like look at who we've got in here. We've got the Lionel Richie, Paul McCartney, that Queen down the bottom corner. Who else on the right? I can't see you in the
Boy George.
They've gone big. Do you know what I mean? And then they've got some bands in there that you've probably never heard of.
Yeah, but this Paul McCartney song, which is coming up, isn't the best.
Nah.
That's the thing. They changed in the late 80s, I think, early 89. Yeah, Matt's right. I'm positive it's around that time. But like I've put down here, it come out in November 1984, so I was only 3 at the time. I think you would have been 4. Is that right, Stu?
Good maths.
That's why I work in accounts. But this was the first Now album, like Matt's just said, not to get to number one. Obviously, Hits album beat it. And I think it's possibly one of the only Now albums not to get to number one either in the album charts or then the compilation charts afterwards.
Yeah. There's not many of the songs on there that you would kind of name as like number one songs. And if there were, you're likely to have bought them like as singles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, on this first album, I'm positive thinking back, there's only one number one single on this side. Like I said, it wasn't the best album, possibly the worst so far. You could call it the 2020s of Now albums.
Well, that's what I mean. Like if with this album, it's kind of like none of them are, or not none of them, sorry, but very few of them are absolute big hits from those artists. So then, like, the chances are, if you did like those songs, you probably already got an album by that artist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or with Lionel Richie, you probably bought the single.
Yeah.
But like with the Paul McCartney or the Queen songs, if you like their songs on here, you probably already got them.
Yeah. Matt's just said the only number one from Now 4. So even the second single, there's only one number one. And that is Hello by Lionel Richie. So obviously we'll move on to the first song, which is Paul McCartney, No More Lonely Nights. And it isn't even the better version of No More Lonely Nights. It's the dance version.
Yeah.
And it's just like he's trying to, it's not even that good of a dance. He's just trying to jazz it up with a bit synth and a bit xylophone-y. It's not even that good.
I heard a good interview with Paul McCartney. He was on, what was he on the other day? He was on somebody's podcast the other day, and I think it might be an Adam Buxton podcast he was on, and they were talking to him on them, and he said sometimes he just he gets a new instrument and he just writes a song to go with that new instrument, or he likes the sound of something, so he writes a song along the same kind of sound. He's so talented, isn't he? Paul McCartney, he writes some amazing songs, and I think sometimes you can kind of forgive him the bad songs because he's written like hundreds of good songs.
Well, this song actually, like I'll put down here, the ballad song's the better one. This is the remix version, was the only one I was familiar with until I heard the original on Top of the Pops. Yeah, Blissful. That's the thing. This remix version, I think's not as good as the ballad. The ballad version's so much better, and that was, I think, the original ballad version was wrote for the Paul McCartney film, Give My Regards to Broad Street.
Yeah, which
I've never seen. I don't think many people see it. It's basically him trying to remake what's it? Hard Day's Night. It's basically following him around in a fictional day in the life, like Hard Day's Night is with the Beatles, but it's just Paul McCartney, and it's not as good. It's really not that good. Sharon said it's a great song. I would say the ballad version, but if you go back or if you click down below, you'll see a link to the video. This is just I don't know. It's not brilliant.
Was it the dance version that was on the?
Yeah. They called it the play out version. I don't know if it was like as kids used to say, "Mom, can I play out?" Yeah.
You see, the thing is with Paul McCartney, I'll give him a lot of space. Do you know what I mean? So even if something's not great, I'll still listen to it and give it a go because I love so much of his stuff.
Yeah.
And you get sometimes his songs are growers as well. Do you know what I mean? Like you listen to him a couple of times, you're like, oh yeah. Like if you go back to some of his solo albums, sometimes you're a bit like, meh. And then you listen to them a couple of years later, and you're like, actually, I quite like those songs, and they stick in your head. Some of the songs are quite catchy.
Yeah. Why make a dance version? Well, I think he was trying to. Shannon just said, "Why make a dance version?" Now, I think that is due to. I think it's down to trying to catch the trend, and I think that's what appears in the video because he sort of has like break dances in the video, and it's like probably 1985, 86-ish was the time when they had like breakdance movie and stuff coming out, and I'm thinking, has he tried to hit it? But I'm just trying to look at the comments as well. I think somewhere Paul McCartney and Queen both vied for the coveted first position and now 4. And it's probably the same because I think Queen starts the second album. And Matt said again, I think the remix is okay, but even the original ballad I find to be okay. I think the original one's better. McCartney was full of sickly sweet syrup. mode by this point in his career. But he had the lovely bum, bum, bum. I don't know if that was before or after this. I think this might have been after this.
I had the book of
Christmas #1, the Frog song, because I think he'd done the song, and then there was a whole cartoon come out of it, and I think it was like Channel 4 Christmas done it or something like that. And Laney says, I don't mind No More Lonely Nights, but the remix is crying. I just do think the remix is a terrible song. And this, like we said, it reached #2. Sorry, the Frog song. Sorry, I'm just getting wrong for dissing the Frog song. Is it just Sorry, say that again, Stu?
Wait, can you let me in on the studio thing?
All right, 2 seconds.
Be easier to use.
I'm going to let you behind the studio here. 2 seconds. I have to move that. 2 seconds. Sorry about this. Just talk amongst yourselves, please. Close there. Let's do that. That. Remove that. Go back to... Sorry, people. Blame Stu. Are you Stu? Can you hear us? Oh, I've kicked you. Bringing that. I've just kicked him out. Stu, are you still there? Oh, what have I done here? Bloomin' technology. Right, add the stream. Hello.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Hear me now. Yeah,
hear me now.
Hear me now. Right, let's go back to this.
Sorry, that's my fault. Technology's going wrong for me tonight.
It is terrible. Bad Stu. Bad Stu. Oh, hold on. I'll tell you what I've left on here. Exit that. Go to that. Go to that. I have got a comment still on the screen.
Have I messed this up?
No. This is my fault this time.
All of a sudden, I turned everything on because I've not had anything on for a few days, and then I turned everything on, and everything wanted to do an update all at the same time.
I think we're back. Right. Donny's Frog song. Love the Fright song. Frog No Fright. No expense spared on this production. Exactly, Sharon. We are real. We're keeping it real for you folks out there. We're keeping it real. So the music video, I've got a little clip of the music video. It's basically just a mashup of people dancing and interspersed with Paul McCartney. But this mashup of like just people dancing like this reminds me of either Jive Bunny later on, their videos, or can you remember Wiggle by the Outie Brothers? It reminds.
He also looks like Paul McCartney looks like he's been superimposed in the background.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I don't know what his dancing is about though. Dupe, yes, Dupe did it as well. Yeah, they done it as well. But in this video, Paul McCartney has a lovely sweater top on, but to me, that hand in pocket that is smart casual. But he looks like he can't be asked. It's like, I'll just sing here. I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? It's
those sweaters. You just know if someone released them now, they'd be back in fashion like instantly. Do you know what I mean?
Stu, they probably already are, but we're not we're not the audience for them.
Probably about 20 years too old for it.
Well, did you know now, if you sell stuff on eBay, I know this from eBay resellers, anything from 2000, well, from next year, 2001 is classed as retro.
What?
Do you feel old yet?
Well, I've become a victim of this myself because I always wear Adidas Gazelle trainers, right? And and my latest pair are broken at the back, and I always get the same pair, same color every time. I just replace one with the next one. Went to look on, they've now been made like a classic or something, and they're like 65 quid or something, 70 quid. Yeah. I'm like, you used to be able to get them for like 30 quid.
Well, Matt just said,
I'm not happy.
2001 is retro. I'm still playing video games from the 1980s. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. The best video games were from the 90s. Streets of Rage 2. Best game ever.
Yeah, Golden Axe.
But yeah, I don't think this is a strong start to the album. Like I said, they were vying for it, but it's not his best song, is
They've
it?
got it on there just to say they got Paul McCartney.
Well, that's the thing. We've got a Beatle on here. And then we moved Together in Electric Dreams by Phil Oakley, Giorgio Melroda. I don't know. It's in French if you have a look at the top, actually. So that's why I can't say it. I think it's a Dim's Italian.
I love this song.
I was going to say, brilliant song. Absolutely fantastic.
I even liked it recently. They put it on a, what was the advert that was on recently? Was it like a pub? It was in a pub. Was it for like beer or something like that?
Marauder.
It was on recently anyway on an advert, and it was so good. But they did it like a guitar version, like a slow acoustic guitar. It was such a good song.
Oh, I don't know, but it's a fantastic song. Together in Electric Dreams is a synth pop classic.
Yeah, everything about it is just on point.
Yeah, Matt's saying even if Queen won the first spot for a Now album, it's still a weaker song, and it is a bad album. But still keep watching, people. Still keep watching.
Yeah,
this is going to be a crap. Our next to this stream and the next one, when we cover Now 4 albums, is going to be terrible. But keep watching.
Yeah, everything about this is good.
Yeah,
I love this song.
Yeah, Sharon says this is an experience. The thing is, I thought this was a Human League song. I always thought it was a Human League until I've done this.
It's the same kind of sound, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But again, it's from a soundtrack. I've never seen the film. Anyone seen the film Electric Dreams?
I think I have seen it, and I think it's like a real kind of obscure artsy film.
Well, it's
not like a big budget film or anything like that.
What it's about a man. Well, the film itself, I've got the thing here. There you go. That's the cover for it, for the VHS. So the film itself is a sci-fi rom-com, so science fiction romantic comedy.
Yeah. As you do. That was big in the 80s.
It's like what are lads like? Sci-fi. What are girls like? Rom-coms.
I'd forgotten that it was based on a film. I'm sure the director for one of the Human League movies, videos, like music videos, was the director of that film, which is why they're into it. Giorgio Moroder,
he done a lot of the music for Flashdance, and that's why he got invited.
Matt Hayes is saying on the chat that Phil Oakley was the lead singer of the Human League, so that explains why they're so similar. So then he would have had the links as well with the director.
Yeah. So
I always presumed it was part of what's the novel? Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? You know, the Philip K. Dick.
Philip K. Dick stuff. Yeah.
I always thought it was something to do with that.
But no, but I've never seen. But it's not surprising. Two feature films we've done so far, and I've seen neither of them. But then again, I've never seen The Godfather. I've never seen Shawshank Redemption. I haven't even seen Die Hard all the way through in one sitting. So
spend too much time digging through your coin boxes. That's your trouble. You want to get some culture.
Yeah. This is where the viewers go down to zero. He hasn't seen Die Hard. Get away! Don't dirty my doorstep again. But on this. Does the person there remind you of Evil Edna from Will-O the Wisp?
Will-O the Wisp, yeah.
the first thing when I seen that, I was like, that's Will-O the Wisp in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song only got to number 3 in the charts. Like you say, there's no other number ones bar that Lionel Richie one. I've never seen The Godfather either, but Die Hard, you blasphemy. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I've never seen Die Hard. I have seen Love Actually. But in the music video, 2 things stood out. One was this. How did they have waterproof tellies back in the 80s?
Yeah.
You get a bit of water on your phone, you've got to put it in rice for like 2 days to get it back on. But waterproof tellies in the 80s. And then
Maybe they were just tougher back then.
Yeah. So that your Nokia 3310 was better, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And this, like, two things. One, what is this? And two, how have they just got a really, really long lead, like loads of extensions plugged into one another, all the way back to a beach house somewhere?
Yeah, because the nearest building looks miles away, doesn't it?
Yeah. The hotel's miles away, and it's just like, how is this possible? Matt had the Will O' the Wisp record when he was like, was there a Will O' the Wisp record? I've never even heard of that. You've never seen Shawshank either, Neil. You should be sure. Yes, I know. Every time I mention it, I'll get blamed, like, wrong for something. Lenny, I think it's the Tash. That's his own fan club.
I actually think it's weird that you haven't seen those films now.
Well, I'm too busy on YouTube doing research for these. For your
YouTube wasn't around when these films came out.
Yeah, but
what were you doing before
drinking
YouTube?
and alcohol. Drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Go at the pub. 2005, 2006 YouTube, 2005. Oh, it was MySpace.
Do you still have your MySpace, you reckon?
But yeah,
have you ever tried logging back into like old accounts, like on MySpace and things?
Have I looked at all the accounts? I don't think.
Yeah, like if you log back into your accounts on like MySpace and stuff.
No, I've never done it. I would be frightened to know.
I wonder what would be on there if you did.
Probably just Tom sitting by himself as my only friend. That is Will O' the Wisp all pumped up. That Sharon must be right. That could be Will O' the Wisp in the computer, and that's why Evil Edna was
when Evil Edna retired from show business. That's what she did in retirement. Just took up on a beach somewhere, just chilling out. How'd you put sun cream on? I mean, jeez. That's quite like a futuristic looking monitor as well for the time.
Yeah, because they were either green and black or just.
It looks like one of the iMac things, doesn't it?
So we'll move on to song 3 now, and it is Bronski Beat Why.
And why is it on the album?
Oh, really? I think it's a
I'm not into
song,
Bronski Beat.
See, now I think it's a really good song, and this is a proper dance song. Not like Mac attempt with just putting some cymbals and shit on. This is a proper dance song. It's a gay anthem as well, but it is a proper dance song. That is Will O' the Wisp all pumped out. Kenneth is lurking on the beach somewhere. Matron. It's like that kid lived in the computer in Why Don't You? What? There was a kid who lived in the computer in Why Don't You?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
At the beginning.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember enough of these kids' shows. There's some of those ones we were talking about Grange Hill, weren't they? That they would be good if they came back. Because I reckon parents would like force their kids into watching them if they bring back some of the retro kids shows. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember Streetwise?
Oh, we've got someone joining us from Long Beach in New York. Long Island, sorry, not Long Beach in California. Long Island, the other side.
Oh.
We've got Krillin here. A long story short. Hello, Krillin. I seen Big Heads in earlier, so hello, Big Heads. I know this song, but it's not one of my favorite. See, I think it's a good song. It was a number 6. Yes, I've got it down. Matt, your knowledge is outstanding. I've said it's on my research there. Yeah, that's quite true, Leonie. If it didn't have the words on there, you could say it's an Eminem album.
Oh, what? Because of his head?
But because of the head and the arms, you could see that.
It looks suitably angst-ridden, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, he looks a little bit like Ewan McGregor on Trainspotting.
Yes, good shout as well.
Arguably, this guy's got better veins.
I was going to say, the guy, I think the artist who does this is quite famously linked with these, but I think he's a Glaswegian artist as well, so possibly, yes. That's why the veins are like that.
From Bronski, wasn't one of them from Glasgow? That'd be why they use the Glaswegian artist. One of them's from Glasgow, and then one of them's from down south somewhere.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, I think this is a brilliant album. But as well, anyone think Jimmy Somerville looks like the love child between Norman Cook, who's Fatboy Slim, and Ian Heslop?
Yeah, he does. With a little mix of Simon Pegg put in there.
Yeah, actually, Stu, if you're getting in touch beforehand, I could have put Simon Pegg in. Could have been a 4-way. Not like that. His name is Benjamin Rory Slater in the show. He somehow ended up in the computer for the whole later series. I didn't know. All I can remember, and I can't even really remember it, Why Don't You start where they're on like a bus or something? And basically the premise of the TV show was like, why the hell are you watching us? Turn us off, go outside and play. Wasn't that the premise of Why Don't You?
I'm not sure. I think it's like, why don't you watch this? Sure.
It wasn't. No, it was like, why don't you turn off your TV set and do? Wasn't it like, why don't you turn off your TV set and do something else instead?
After this program finishes. Is it? I did like Why Don't You?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why Don't You was a staple of school holidays.
Yeah.
Just looking at the chat here, Matt said there was live versions of Small Town Boy and Hello sung by Jimmy Somerville and Lionel Richie recorded around a decade ago when Jimmy was in his 50s, Lionel in his 80s. The vocals are both astonishing. Jimmy's still hitting the high notes like he did in thing. He must have been kicked in the bollocks though, because them high notes are very high. It's brilliant. I'm trying to think. There was something I seen on YouTube the other week, and it was a few artists singing. There was Dionne Warwick, George Smith. No, George. It's not George Smith. Oh, I can't remember.
Like modern singers, or
Gladys. No, it was varied. There was some from like the Motown, like 60s Motown, because Gladys Knight from Gladys Knight and the Pips was on. My God, she has still got a voice. She's like in her 70s, 80s possibly. She has still got a voice. They were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Hello, Coin Patrol. Evening, good evening. Welcome. But yeah, some people, because obviously as you get older, the voice goes. That's why I can't sing as well as I used to in me 20s.
If anything, you sound clearer now.
I don't sing in tune though, because I don't want to get copyright struck. That's why I sing really bad. Shannon said he looks a bit more like Alan Carr. I think he has got more lookalikes than me, even though I've got less now because I've shaved my beard. So I am not Joe Wilkinson. I am not the Yorkshire Ripper. Who's the other one? There's someone else.
Yeah. David Guest. Do they
don't do it, yes, give a guest. Yes. I am none of them now. I'm a bit more clean shaven.
Do they still have like on a Saturday morning kids like TV show? Like they used to have going live. Do they have nothing now? I never turned on the TV on a Saturday morning.
It's because they have like CBeebies or CBBC or CITV or whatever. And that's the thing. Did you not see the thing the other night where it was SMTV Live looking back when Ant and Dec and Cat Deely were on telly?
I think I saw something
when Cat Deely used to get you up in the morning. Yeah.
That's a cheap joke. Did you... But when you thought, like, with all the lockdown and everything going on, I mean, we had like a bit of Joe Wicks. Wouldn't there be space for like one of these kids like shows on a couple of times a week or something to come on?
The thing is, Stephen Mulhern said it best. He said you couldn't do them sort of shows now because them shows were aimed at adults as well as so the parents would sit down with them because there was a lot of jokes where there was like it had two levels.
Are there no adults around nowadays?
Yeah, but the thing is, there's too many people who are, you can't say that. Whoa, I'm really offended for them people over there. And you can't do a lot of the jokes that they do. So
That's fair. Ghost Bus, was that the other one? Ghost Bus.
Ghost Bus.
Was it Ghost Bus? Was that on ITV?
Ghost Train.
No, that was
Ghost
different.
Train, Motormouth.
With Nobby the Sheep. What was Nobby the Sheep on?
Nobby the Sheep was on Ghost Train.
Oh, it was Ghost
There was
Train.
Motormouth.
Weren't they just on a bus, though? That was weird.
No, it was a train. It was like a ghost train. There was Gilbert the Alien as well on something as well. I'm looking down this. Why don't you turn off your TV set and do something else and less boring instead? With the opening lyrics to that show. So it was basically, fuck off. Don't watch us. Get outside. Your parents don't watch you. We don't want you on here. Get out. And that was opening lines.
Fact.
I think you're like a munchkin from The Wizard of Oz. Maybe that's where his voice is high. Yes, Sharon, thank you very much. Used to love going live. Number 73, yes, I think that was ITV. Neil Buchanan and Sandy Toksvig, I think, was that.
Did she used to do a kids program?
I'm positive she used to do a kids program. She used to. I first knew her. See, number 73 might have been a bit older than our times, a bit older than me, but Whose Line Is It Anyway was where I first remembered her from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whose Line Is It Anyway? 80s Kid Devo shows were the best. Dungeons and Dragons, yes. Nightmare, yes. Everyone wanted to be on Nightmare, but looking back at it now, it was a bit of a shit show. And did anyone ever win?
To be fair, though, people watch worse now on YouTube, don't they?
There's 21 watching worse. The Raccoons, He-Man, Transformers, GoBot. I've never seen an episode of GoBot. Had a couple of GoBot toys, which would probably be worth a fortune now, apart from me giving them away. Mask. I have still got some Mask toys in my parents' loft, which we will see maybe next year in a new series called What's in the Loft. What's in the loft? What's in the loft? What's in the loft? What's in the loft?
Is it a hitchhiker?
What's in the loft? What's in the loft? What's in the loft? And if
was
you
it
would
a
like
hitchhiker,
to,
Neil?
No, they're in the basement, Stu. And he's the guy who produced Soul every single game by reading the kids a book in W.H. Smith's. Stole every single game.
Just got ideas.
Right, anyway, let's move on. We're getting really off cover. Right, yeah, this video is a bit weird though. So it starts off in a supermarket and then seems to like descend into chaos. Because it starts off in the supermarket and everything like this.
I mean, look at the prices.
And then it's like punk. And then it also, like, it descends into chaos and then sort of ends up in a, basically, like a Frankie, I'll jump cut this. This is not all the way through. Later on in the video, it's quite Frankie Goes to Hollywood, relax.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's quite like
Stroke Return to Oz.
Return to Oz? I've never seen Return. Is that a surprise, Stu? I've never seen a film.
Yeah. Any film references are lost on you.
Well, I still sort of know the references, but I don't know the films actually. But yeah, it's quite a weird film. But it has got the staple of any 80s music or whatever. It's got a bomb in. There's a bomb there. 80s songs had to have something about nuclear war or bombs, as we've seen on past episodes. 80s movies are the best: Back to the Future, Die Hard, Gremlins, Karate Kid, Top Gun, Labyrinth, Empire Strikes Back, Aliens, and never-ending stuff. Up until Empire Strikes Back, Die Hard's in there. I was going to say, I've seen Back to the Future, Gremlins, Karate Kid, all three Karate Kids, by the way. Top Gun, yes. Labyrinth, yes, I've seen that. Empire Strikes Back. I've never seen Aliens or Never-ending Story.
Which you're literally just doing a list of all the ones you've seen.
Yeah. Return to Oz with the Wheelers and the Wheelies. What? Oh, you blow my mind here. Looks like someone's been misusing the toilet roll. That's what probably is. This is, actually, going back to this, the chaos in the shop is people bulk buying toilet rolls and bombs. This is predicting 2020, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Remember someone winning Nightmare? All they got was a crappy play thing sent between them and told, of course, real reward is your achievement here today. They probably spent weeks on that program because I'm positive like the kids were like, and you're back for the third episode and you're in the third level. And it's just like, yeah, you've got 10 more levels to go. I can never remember anyone winning it. There is a channel which takes the mick out of Nightmare on YouTube called, I'm positive it's Not Mare or, I can't remember what it's called. Someone might know. Honestly, half the game shows out there, you would a crappy pair. Yeah, because in the 80s, there was a limit of how much you could win on an 80s game show. It was something like $5,000. That's why, and I think that's why like speedboats and a car might have been $10,000 actually. A speedboat was what you could win, but they had special offers on that. But yes, next we move on to look. Yeah, well, I think it was a good song. I think this not so much so. And I don't know if it's because I've never seen the film. Obviously, his hair's really annoying. Blankety blank checkbook and pen. Yes, you want a blank blank. And surprisingly, that's where What's in the Loft gets its theme tune from. What's in the Loft? What's in the Loft? Stay tuned in 2021. Ooh, that hair. Yes, Sharon. I'm positive it was a wig, though. I don't know if it was a wig back then, but I'm positive he tours now in that wig.
What's weird is Pat Sharp was still rocking this hairstyle in the 90s.
And he still had Melanie and Martina hanging around with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, another film I've never seen. I've never seen Neverending Story. I do know.
I've seen it, but not memorable.
Yeah. The wife was frightened of it. She always says, like, the horse drowns and every kid watching it wet buckets. Probably why I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was a kid, because we might protect us from all that.
You were a bit sensitive as well. As a child,
I would have cried. I would have cried. I cried at E.T. I cried at everything. You bring about memories, Stu. Actually,
Limol, also, the top half of his head looks wrong compared to the bottom half. Like eyes up, and then from his eyes down, they look like the wrong halves of his face are on.
Like, well, then where you match him at the seaside.
Yeah.
Sharon's not happy. Matt spoiled the film for her. Oh no, he spoiled
because you hadn't seen it yet.
Can we have no spoilers? Please don't tell anyone that Bruce Willis is dead, or Darth Vader is really Luke Skywalker's dad, or Leonardo DiCaprio is really on Shutter Island. Usual Suspects, kind of so is Kevin. It's not Kevin Bacon. What was he called?
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Let's not mention Kevin Spacey. Actually, I've mentioned about Lamal. Do you know? Can you remember in one of his previous videos with the pig fiddler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could we forget?
He was on a Channel 4 program last night where they were looking back at 80s programs.
Who, Lamal was? Or the kid? Or
No,
fiddler?
the pig fiddler was on there, and he was on a program. A lot of people have probably seen it. It's a comedy strip, and it's something like Five Go Mad and whatever. It's basically a Mickey take of Enid Blyton's famous Five.
Yeah.
It's got Dawn French, Ed Edmondson, Jennifer Saunders, and Rick Maylian. And this guy, the guy who's the pig fiddler, was the talking head on the program. Basically, because
I like that. It's now factual that he was a pig fiddler. So.
Actually, he's not dead, so we'll kind of libel him.
Yeah, we did check this with our lawyer. No, we're allowed to libel people that are dead.
Yeah, we can libel people who are dead. Can't if they're alive. And the pig fiddler guy is alive. This reached number 6 of the chart, but it did appear on series 3 of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Please do not spoil that. I've never seen past series 1.
Oh, unlike how you've just spoiled films for everyone else. But no one's allowed to spoil Stranger Things for you.
No one's allowed to spoil Stranger Things for me.
Selfish.
But yeah, this reached number 6 in the charts. It appeared on series 3 of Stranger Things. and Lamal's seen a spike on Spotify of this song after it appeared on there, which is
there'll be a lot of people who've never heard the songs before and just like search up all the songs that are on there.
They've probably gone back. I wonder how many films people have not seen from the 80s and have gone back and watched after watching Stranger Things or other things, where it's like a pop culture reference. Like the Goldbergs is a massive thing where
we'd probably get a lot more hits on YouTube if we just if we'd have called this live stream "These songs might be on Stranger Things."
Yeah.
You just get loads of kids in America logging in.
Well,
we could just lie as well, because none of them would know.
You've got to admit, any man willing to relate to himself to achieve that haircut, yes, possibly. But I do know later on in life, he had a normal haircut until he was going to these 80s conventions, and he used to have a wig like that. So how
do you reckon he wakes up in the morning with that hair? Do you know what I mean? I often look at people nowadays, especially these kind of these Instagram influencers and stuff, and they all look perfect, and they're doing the makeup. And I always imagine when they wake up in the morning, they look an absolute mess. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean, like all the Instagram stories?
What does he look like with that hair in the morning? I mean, he'd look like a dead badger.
He looks like a dead badger now.
No, there's a bit of life in that at least. Do you know what I mean? In the morning, he's going to look like he's been run over.
I think he had shares in hairspray. To be honest, he is the problem. We have a hole in the ozone layer with that hair.
Yeah.
Nearly all women have dark hair underneath him.
He's popular on the Now albums, isn't he? What's this? The 4th song he's had on there.
4th or 5th? Because he
was on twice on at least one of them, wasn't he?
Didn't he appear 3 times? Because he had 2 Lamal songs and then a Catch a Goo Goo one.
That's right. So I think this is maybe song number 5 he's had on. 4 albums, that's not bad.
Crazy like that. But yeah. Next up, we go to the Red album. This is the single for Warning Sign by Nick Hayward. I've never heard of this track before this. And it only reached number 25. A lot of these songs never made even the top 20, never mind the top 10. That's how bad it was. But yeah, I've never heard it. Had you heard of it, Stu, before or not?
I had done, but only because of Alan Murphy, the guitarist. So obviously it's heavy on the synth machine, but the guitarist was the same guitarist for Level 42 after this.
All right.
He did. I remember seeing him on a documentary I watched, and I can't remember whether it was about Kate Bush, because he used to be with Kate. He used to do collaborations with Kate Bush. So I've seen him on there, but then Level 42 is where I best know him from. So I only know this song because I had a look back at his other songs that he'd been involved in.
All right. Matt's just saying "The Day It Rained Forever" by Nick Hayward is a masterpiece, one of his favourite 80s songs. Nick Hayward, he was in Haircut 100, I know, before he went solo. But I don't really know many of his songs.
I reckon he's probably one of those ones that you're in. You've got to be into your music to know them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably recognise this, but there's a lot of good. Sometimes there's a lot of good collaborations in the 80s where people were trying out new instruments, and there was a lot of kind of free sharing of sounds and things like that. So I think that comes under. I'm sure Alan Murphy. He was also with. Wasn't he with Mike and Mechanics as well?
Oh, I don't know.
He's pretty popular. He died in 1989.
All right.
So he fitted a lot in the 80s, especially.
Yeah. But I have got on this. Hopefully, can you hear this? Actually, can you hear that?
Not yet.
Oh,
you'd have to actually just leave it on play though. Too. Nah. Oh, it's freaky though. Can't hear it, but I can see it.
Oh, you can't hear it. How do I get this to hear? Stop sharing. And then if I go 2 seconds. Share screen, include audio. Right, 2 seconds. Sorry about this. Bear with.
He's another one. Nick Hayward's another one who looks like it looks like 2 different people from the eyes up and then then his eyes down again.
Well,
he genuinely looks like Pat Sharp, but with shorter hair.
Yeah. Well, on this,
you can tell who Pat Sharp was influenced by, can't you?
Yeah. Well, I'll play this audio because I think the beginning of this song could have been like Bergerac, Spender, Rockcliffe Baby, any sort of like TV detective type show from the 80s when you hear the start of the song.
Yes.
Doesn't it just sound like...
It sounds like a detective program you want to watch.
But it does sound like, oh, coming up is Spender. Well, I would say like Bergerac. It is sort of like an 80s... Oh,
yeah, Minder or something like that.
Yeah, Minder... Dennis Wharton's got to sing the theme tune, hasn't he? So,
write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
But I've said that. What I want to know before I move on to the next thing, Nick Haywood wasn't blind, was he?
Why? Are you about to give some abuse to him? I don't think so.
He never opens his bloody eyes during this song. He's got it closed the whole time. He's like...
He's trying to remember the words, isn't he?
I don't know if it's a camera angle, but he never opens his eyes during this thing.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to remember the words. I like this song. I quite liked it. I didn't remember it, but when I listened to it back, I quite liked it.
I've got to disagree with you, Stu. I kind of stand this song. It's just a bit meh. Nah. Yeah, Sharon said he's in the zone, but he never opens his eyes on this. That's why I just had to ask. Make sure he wasn't blind. He might have been stoned, Laney. He might have been. I don't know. But the next song is brilliant. Is Missing You by John Waite. Now, I think this is a brilliant song. Your thoughts, Stu?
You're
going to disagree.
I didn't like it. I couldn't remember it at all. And then I listened to it back, and it was just like, I didn't. There wasn't much in it for me.
Matt's saying he didn't want to show his eyes because they were bloodshot. Maybe he's been partying hard because it looked like it was in a nightclub where he was singing. To be honest,
yeah.
Sharon thought that was the. Oh, you thought this song was the Police? Well, to be honest, when I see this, like the single cover, before I watched the video for it, I was just like, bloody hell, he's much younger. I thought it was like an older person, like someone like Rod Stewart type age. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a bit of a power ballad, isn't it? It's on the way to it.
Yeah, it's a brilliant song, but it's very late night local radio, as we say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like listening to it in the car on the way home from somewhere. And not being able to say, if you heard this, would you know who John Waite was? If you heard the song?
Now, possibly. I don't know. I don't think so, no.
And do you reckon he's dyed his hair? It's very strange, his hair, isn't it? Like, it's just not quite a natural colour.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Laney's just said John Waite looked like he contours. He does look
yeah, definitely.
Mascara on there, a bit blusher on his cheeks and everything. I agree with Matt. Classic song. I like Missing You. Don't regret it. Don't regard it as a classic, but it gets on a lot later. I think I've got on a couple of 80s compilations, but I couldn't name probably as John Waite. Tina Turner did a version of... Oh, have I got that down? Oh, yes, I have.
Or someone's going to be happy. Tina Turner did a version.
Oh, hold on. I don't think I've got that down, though. Yeah, it reached number 1 in the United States, this song, though, but only number 9 over here. But, as well, after listening to this, I never knew he was English.
I didn't realise that, actually.
I thought I don't know if it's the American flag on there, but I thought he sounds American when he sings as well. I thought he was more of an American singer as well, but yes. But I think this is a really good song, but like we say,
I kind of like it, but I wouldn't put it on like my own 80s playlist or anything. Do you know what I mean?
No, it like we've said, it's like late night local radio driving.
It's perfect for quarantine, isn't it? Like for people who are like not being able to go out and see their like girlfriends. He's like properly like, I'm missing you, but I can't see you. I don't want to miss you, and it's full of angst. I like it in that way, but
yeah, Matt just said he thought he was American as well. No, I'm positive he's from Cumbria, I think. He's from somewhere in England, though. But yeah, he's from over here. But like Stu says, it is an ideal 2020 song. Next, we can move on to though is "Farewell My Summer Love."
Again, perfect. 2020.
Yeah. Bye, farewell my summer. So, the thing is, right? I do like this song, but to me,
was Michael Jackson on the cover for the Now album? He had Lionel Richie, Paul McCartney. Why wasn't Michael Jackson on there? Arguably the biggest person he could have had on the album cover.
Because this was basically only. It was originally recorded in 1973, and it wasn't released until the success of. It was released on an album called "Farewell My Summer Love" in 1984, on the back of the success of the Thriller album 2 years earlier.
Okay,
and that's the only reason that this got released. It reached number 7 in this actual single got released, but it got number 7 in the charts.
Was it released through him or through another? Was it on another record label then? Because like the other Michael Jackson songs don't get onto Now, do they?
Yeah, I think he only appears twice on the whole Now series.
What do you think? You had you had like on the last Now, like from 1983, 1984, say, you'd had, like you say, Thriller was the biggest album in the world, and none of those were on the albums. And then you get this one, and you're saying it's from before all of that, like it's the previously unheard type thing.
I'm positive Farewell My Summer Love was a compilation released by Motown. Now, I don't know if he was still signed Motown when he done Thriller, or that was someone else.
So they probably couldn't do like the image rights and all that on the album cover and things.
So, but I think this is a brilliant song, and it always reminds. See, I've got like when you hear this song, if I close my eyes, I would think of like the dusk. You know, when the sun's going down, it's like a bit more ready, and like a beach scene. You know, like Shields.
Yeah.
you met a lass at the thing
on Roker Beach.
Yeah, you've gone to the waltzes, blasted her on there, then you go and box them. For anyone not from the Northeast, they probably don't know what booking is, you know. I think that's a Northeast thing. I'm only joking. No, it's like when you hear this song, it does remind us of like dusk, like, but it's like more of a Californian beach where you've got like the huts with the lifeguards on and everything. Not so much Shields, where you've got like the glass and hypodermic needles amongst the beach. I don't think it's been hypodermic.
Don't want to have a bit of a roll around on that beach, do
you?
Yeah.
Condoms sprawling the shore. I'm just having a look at the chat again. I honestly thought
Sharon has this on her 80s playlist.
Oh.
Sharon comes right out of left field sometimes, doesn't she?
But Sharon, was it this or was it the last song we were talking about? Didn't think I knew.
No, the last one, because I said I wouldn't have it on my 80s playlist.
Right, see, it is one of the. It does, like Matt was saying, it makes a lot of 80s compilations.
Cheap, probably.
Yeah. Next is the only number one of this album, and possibly the most creepiest video of the 1980s. It's Hello is a good song.
Yeah.
It isn't Lionel's best by far. I think there's loads of Lionel Richie songs which are so much better.
Dancing on the Ceiling.
Yeah.
Dancing on the Ceiling is his best song. I do like this song.
Oh no, what's that one?
You're singing the theme tune to It's a Knockout. Blind Date. Double Denim. Oh, that's his swearing Double Denim.
No, that's just Lionel Richie. Oh, lady said as well, Double Denim. Stop it. Yes. Lionel, we have put on here, right? There is so much wrong with like, it is a good video, but there is so much wrong with this song and video. First off, hello, is it me you're looking for? Lionel, she's blind.
No, nobody asked you, Lionel.
Yeah. Hello, is it me? No, Lionel, she isn't. Just, and it's not
you
like.
know if it was, because I'd be asking for you, Lionel.
It's not like they've turned around and gone, oh, I shouldn't have really said. No, you've wrote a song about it. You've went and recorded. You've still left it in there and recorded the video with a blind lass. I don't think she was blind in real life, to be honest.
Lainey, if the people who make McVitie's do rich tea biscuits, if they haven't used that Lionel rich tea, they've missed a trick. You should write in. You might get paid for that suggestion. That's one of the great suggestions I've ever heard. I like at the minute the advert do you know the advert that's on at the minute for Bold washing powder, and it's done to the theme tune of Gold by Spandau Ballet. I really like it every time I hear it.
I've never seen it. Wait, it's like Salt and Lineker. Gary Lineker has done Walker's Crisp for years, and then I'm going to go, oh, Lineker sounds like vinegar. Salt and Lineker. If you include the Commodores songs where Lionel sang lead vocal, then I think there are several. Oh, I think there's so much richer better than this.
Why did it get so famous, you reckon?
He has got a brilliant voice, I think. He's got a really good voice. But like I say, right, so number one, what's wrong with this album is the lyrics, singing it to a blind girl. So that is, just don't have her blind in the video.
Arguably, she's taking the piss.
Yeah. 2, he's a lecturer or a teacher or something of this blind girl. I don't know if I've got that. I think I have.
The safeguarding issues there.
So, yeah, really bad. So Lionel's the lecturer and the teacher. She is the student.
Lecturer?
Even yeah. Lecturer, yes. Well done, Stu. But that screenshot alone is very creepy.
It's almost, is it Francis Dollarhide in Red Dragon, where he starts dating the blind girl and he can just stand and watch her from a distance. Do you know what I mean? She has no idea that he's there.
Stu, that's a movie you just mentioned. I don't know.
Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that film?
Never seen it.
It's the follow-up. No, it's the prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
It was creepy. How does she know what he looks like? Oh, I'm going to get onto that. I'm going to get onto that. He borrowed McCartney. Yeah, he's borrowed Paul McCartney's jumper in the silent funk. Oh, well, that's the thing. After this is towards the opening, and after this, you see him. He proceeds to stalk her. She's walking down the corridor. He just stands in the doorway, staring at her like, She's in a dance class. He's walking in, going. And then there's other bit where he just seems to stand at the back of the room, just. And then
do you think he's just jealous of her hair because she's got like the same kind of hair, but hers looks softer? She's
got better what's it called? Fro glow.
Yeah, his is like a fro, but it'll be like either greasy or very hard from the hairspray. Hers looks a bit more soft and fuzzy. So maybe he's just jealous.
Yeah, he's hair envy. Yeah.
Maybe he's going to skin her or scalp her and take her hair. That's what he's up to. Look at his face.
And then I've said, at the end, right, when she does this, right, a lot of people are saying, spoiler, it wasn't actually blind. Jack Johnson says she wasn't blind. Well, I think she just ended up suffering from Stockholm Syndrome when she ended up doing this. Doesn't really look like him. And it looks like
he's looking pissed off as well, isn't he? He's, like the big reveal, they've removed the cloth from over the top of it and gone, "What do you think, Lionel?" He's gone, "What the is that?"
And she's pissed herself laughing.
She's like, "You've been sat there for 3 months modelling for this, you dickhead."
Yeah. Jess probably right. Yeah, I'm not really blind. I've seen you all the time, you pervert. Also, do you think she done Cristiano Ronaldo's?
Well, the one at the airport, definitely.
This one,
yeah. He clearly doesn't like it, does he? Doesn't know what to say.
No, he hates it. He hates it. He loves it just as much as Lionel loves that one.
Having said that, every time I've seen Lionel Richie interviewed, he seems like a really nice guy, to be fair.
He does seem like lovely. But yeah,
he's one of those celebs that if it came out that there was a bad story about him from the 80s, you'd be like, "Oh no!" Like it would completely take you by surprise, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but like Rolf Harris. Rolf Harris was a bit left field. I thought he was. But then again, anyone from the 80s who made weird noises. You had Rolf with his, and you had Jimmy Savile with his. Anyone from the 80s who made.
How did Jimmy Savile's one go?
You've got to be careful. Anyone who made a noise which was quite weird from the 80s.
It sounded more like his victims. Shouldn't have said that.
What I'm going to do,
I met Rolf Harris once, you know. Genuinely. Like, he stayed in a hotel where I was working at. And he was doing like a thing where he was going to an art gallery to like sign some of his own work that he'd done. This is like about maybe about 3 years before he got caught out for being a nonce. And he went, he came down for breakfast, and he was a proper like doddery old man. Do you know what I mean? Like, could barely shuffle along, couldn't like load his plate up from the buffet. I had to help him with all that. And then like I swear to God, some like kids came in with their family who was staying at the hotel. And he was suddenly like up and skipping around and at the tables. And I was like, that's a bit weird. I went home, and my partner Jen, you know, because she was working in the gallery where he came into. And I said, I met Rolf Harris today. She was like, yeah. Said it was really weird because he came into the gallery and he was like doddering around. And she said, and then as soon as the kids turned up, he was like a different person. He was so excited to see them all. Like, he was going over and chatting to them all and giving everyone hugs and stuff. And then like, and we've got a signed picture from him as well, like from him to our kids and Jen, like saying from Rolf, all the best, and it's like signed. But he did one of his Rolf Theroux pictures.
All right,
it's in our garage now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know. I
feel like when he dies, we can maybe sell it or something. But
there's a girl I work with. She bought one of his original artwork.
Yeah.
And it was about a fortnight later on. Come out, she was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! What have I wasted my money?"
No, you'll still get your money back on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there'll be some. Well, I tell you,
once he dies, you'll get money on it.
Yeah. I tell you, who's supposed to be a good artist is Rose West. Supposed to be a very good artist, but obviously the prison cannot let her artwork get out because obviously that will hold a high price.
Yeah, didn't Myra Hindley do artwork as well? She did. There was a picture of Myra Hindley. It wasn't a picture of Myra Hindley, and it was
that not by Rose West though?
No, that might have been. But there was another one that was in the National Art Gallery.
Stu, all I'm saying is Myra Hindley and Rose West were.
Well, they're both dead. So you say what you like about them. Yeah.
Can you keep everyone entertained while I just go and powder my nose? Actually, I shouldn't have used powder my nose when we've got. Oh no, it was heroin he was into. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna put this.
Where are you gonna go? No, don't go anywhere. Oh, he's gone again. Can I move on to the next one? Oh, you've got the PowerPoint and everything.
Stu, I'm still here. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Oh, geez, you're not going to do it like while everyone can hear you. It's like that. What's one that film where he he goes to the toilet and he's still got the microphone on, and everyone can still hear him. I forget which film it is now. The one. Wait. This is the third time you've done this now in a live stream. We're only 7 live streams into the series, and this is like the third time you've got up and gone to the toilet during it. Go before. Can somebody have a word with him? Naked Gun, is that a reference to Neil? Or? Lenny, is that a reference to Neil? Talking about me. I don't know why he keeps going off like this on things, because he's in control of the PowerPoint as well. Which artist were we on to? We were on Lionel Richie. Does anyone else like any of the other Lionel Richie songs on there? Oh, Naked Gun is the film. I thought you were talking about Neil going to the toilet. Well, that explains something. That's probably better. Why do I hate UB40? Why would you like them? I don't understand what it is that anybody likes it. They're so like, they just sound boring, I think. I don't really have a massive reason for disliking them. They're just one of those bands that wind me up. Yeah, I don't know why. Is this the weekly serial killer, an 80s paedophile? Yes, it is, Bad Wolf. It seems to, I don't know why it goes that way every week. Right, here he comes back. You haven't even been until you've been and got yourself another beer.
Not beer. I've on my rum.
All right, stop drinking it, then you won't need to go to the toilet all the time.
Yeah. Have you seen the cool glass? Oh, maybe not. Where the? Sorry for the unprofessionalism. I'm going to continue with this. You're still on a live link.
Yeah, no, he's gone again. Unbelievable. He's forgotten his ice for his drink.
I haven't forgot my drink, my glass. Can you hear us still, Stu?
Yeah, we could all hear you when you were going to the toilet.
How cool is that glass?
I quite like that. What's that? Is that a Christmas present, or did it come free?
Yeah, it's Dead Man's Fingers rum.
Oh, nice.
So
that's just a jar, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's basically just a jar.
Nice.
It is lovely. Available from your local shops. If Dead Man's Finger want to actually sponsor us, obviously, yeah.
You should just said they do, and then they might have felt that they had to give us something.
Have you clicked through stuff here?
No, you're in control of it.
Oh, I must have knocked it.
It turned over when you came in. It went on to the next one.
Oh, I must have knocked it. So have you started discussing? Oh, by the way, hello, Susan.
No, we were talking about which film it is where somebody goes to the toilet with a microphone on. They can still hear you. Naked Gun. But I misunderstood Sharon. Didn't realise she was talking about the film and thought she was talking about you in the toilet.
Actually, when I got married, I was mic'd up because we had a videographer and I had mic'd up. And after we got married, went out and everything, I was desperate for the toilet. And the videographer come over and went, and I went, can I just come back in 2 minutes? Because I need the toilet. He went, oh, yeah, go. So he got the full sound effect of me just at the toilet going, ah. I was fully mic'd up.
Good job you didn't meet like a bridesmaid in the toilet or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Would have been hell on.
Right. What have I missed? What have I missed? Oh yeah, Leslie Nielsen, Stu, film week, going blah 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 blah. Comfort break. Yes, it was a comfort break. Thank you very much. Not a big Yui. Oh, Matt, you're in trouble. Not a big Yui 40 fan with Sharon.
It was Matt's idea as well.
Oh. Right,
so,
let's move on.
Culture Club.
Yes, Culture Club. Culture Club, number 2, reached number 2 in the charts. It's a bit.
Another war song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's so 80s? War songs.
Good song, actually. You know, it's a good song when you listen. The chorus is a bit like you're stuck, aren't you? In the 80s, you still have to make something that's, well, in fact, any kind of era. If you're making a pop song, you've got to make something catchy, and the chorus is the catchier bit of it. Well, so the rest of the song is actually quite good. It's quite poignant.
Yeah. And in the middle of the song, there's like there's a woman like, it might even be Boy George, but there's someone like warbles on in like a shrilling voice. It wasn't a good song to start with, and I was just like, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not a great song.
Yeah. I would have pressed the X buzzer there if I was on there. It was terrible. But the music fit. Well, actually, I've put on here the background song. The background, it's very Simon Garfunkel. You know, when he started doing, he went across Africa and like South Africa and done a lot of things over there, and he got like an African beat behind his music. It sounded very Simon Garfunkel-y, I thought.
They're going to take your influences, aren't they?
Yeah. But this music video, which I'm not going to show any clips from, cost £100,000, which is probably £100,000. To be honest, I'm surprised it cost that much because it looks like it's just filmed on like a site which has been demolished, obviously to represent war.
That's what I was going to say. I was watching it and trying to figure out where they might have filmed it. Is it a studio or in a place? Or?
No, I think it was just like a building site which was like half knocked down type thing.
So how did it cost all that money?
I don't know if it was there was certain special effects in some parts, and then there was like I don't know if there was model. There was some people on the catwalk, so possibly could have been models. Okay. I see what Matt put. He said if there had been a bridesmaid, the videographer's fee would have got shot up.
Yeah.
But Boy George once jokingly said this song, with the decline of his career, was actually ruined his career. I think that might have been
because of the anti-war message, or
I think that's just probably the heroin addiction and allegedly chaining red boys to radiators.
His career was already over by then. As a kind of pop star.
He was a pop star. He was a massive club DJ, though. I remember in the 90s, there's loads of Ministry of Sound albums where they had on. Probably spending money on George's nose. Oh, has he had a nose job or just a bad cold, shall we say, Sharon? He's not dead, so we can still get done for...
Yeah, but luckily he's probably already spent all his money on all the other libel cases. we might get away with this one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a bit there. The next one is Elton John Passengers.
Nah.
It's not his finest work.
Nah.
It's nowhere near Elton's finest work, this.
Did you did you hear him during lockdown when he did that? Was it Saturday? No. What was the song he did during lockdown? And it was mental. You couldn't understand a word he sang on it. Do you see that? It was like a pop concert where they did all the people from around the world, like musicians around the world, did that like one big night in or something.
Oh God! Did Gary Barlow organise? I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm with Sharon. I don't like this song video. Yeah.
Actually, I've just noticed, right? Because in the notes when I've done some research, the song is based on a South African tune. It has some. Yeah. There's a lot of work goes into this. I'll have you known. And some of the lyrics are anti-apartheid lyrics.
Oh.
So that's what it's based on. But I've just noticed on this cover here, that's someone's face.
Is it?
Yeah. It's his nose down the front. And it's like, do you know what I mean?
It is kind of African based, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like to me, it looks more like Maori or Aboriginal, but
someone looking to the right, as it were.
If you look at this computer screen to the right, it will be to their left, but to our right. Yeah.
Okay.
I've just never noticed that. Yeah. Remember, Boy George was on the A team, and B.A. made out. B.A. was a huge fan. Mr. T was a massive fan of George Michael. That's where he got all his jewellery from. I like looking at the
it's a poor song. Do you know what it is? I think I like about 8 Elton John songs.
Oh, see, Elton John, I think he's got a good back catalogue.
Of 8 songs, yeah.
Maybe
there's 8 of them that you would listen to all the way through. Some of them you just listen to a bit. They're a bit like, when Oasis, when they did like their Be Here Now album, and it was cocaine fueled, and like the entire last 2 minutes of every song is just like solo work because they didn't know how to finish the song because they were just on coke. Elton's a bit like that.
Elton, if you're listening, that's Stu who's saying you've got cocaine, not
and
me.
I was talking about Oasis. I'm saying there are parallels to their work.
But I've said this as well, is Elton John, right? Or actually, this video would not get made now because you've got a lot of, shall we say, questionable costumes by black people where they seem to be dressed as Africans.
Yeah. No, he hasn't apologised.
Yeah. Also, that woman's in for a shock as well.
Yeah.
But this is Elton John's Reg Holdsworth era.
Yeah.
This is his Reg Holdsworth phase. He does. I don't know who come first, Reg Holdsworth or Elton John's era like this, because they're pretty much the same. Apart from Reg, is not bothered that he's bald.
Did you like the film Rocket Man?
Allegedly, if Elton John, if you or your people are watching, allegedly, you might have been receding.
Did you watch the film Rocket Man, Neil? I know you don't like films, but
no, I've never seen Rocket Man. No.
Oh, it's really good. I quite like it.
Who's the main guy there? Is it
Oh, it's that
Taron...
guy off Kingsman. Yeah, Taron, what's his face?
Yeah, he'd done Eddie the Eagle though as well.
Yeah, that's a brilliant film, by the way.
Yeah, I've watched that twice.
Eddie the Eagle is a brilliant film. It's one of my favourite films from the last few years. Though.
Yeah, it's a really good film. You can't compare Elton with the shit that's always. Oh, Sharon's fired a shot, Stu.
Sharon's getting banned. Can you ban people?
You can. I don't know if Sharon's Spanish, so she can ban people as well.
Oh, God damn it. She's going to ban me.
Next off, we move to a person.
Yeah.
Who's
not his dad.
Yeah. Well, basically.
You can sum up Julian Lennon by, you're not your dad.
Yeah. I've just said, oh, actually, Matt's right. Elton John had a bit of Harold Bishop from Neighbours about him as well.
He did.
I can say that too, yeah. Yeah, but Julian Lennon does try to beat that. And I've actually said he suffers from the Jesus problem.
What?
He suffers from the Jesus problem.
How do you mean?
He's only famous because of who his dad is.
That's fair. I don't think he'd be a big hit in any way, would he? Like, the only song that I kind of remember of him is Saltwater. Is it Saltwater? Tears in My Eyes or something like that?
Do you know something? I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that song. Amazingly, this song got to number 6 in the charts. This got to top 10. I think that Elton John
Sympathy vote, though, isn't it? It's like 2 years after his dad was shot.
Yeah, it got number 6, and I'm surprised. Is often panned, but oh no, man, I kind of stand the high bits, the cry and high jaw. It's just like Mate, you're full of the spoilers. Saltwater.
Matt Hayes, is his album any good? Do you know his album? Is it any good? Is it worth a listen to? Or albums? I don't know.
But yeah, he's not my. I kind of get away with. I don't know if it's. To be honest, I was going to say if you compare him on his own, if you forgot his name and everything, I don't think he would have gotten a contract. I don't think he sounded that good.
Also, his age weirds me out as well. I can never work out how old he is because he seems older, right? But he seems too old. He seems too old to be John Lennon's son.
John Lennon's son. Yeah. As well, he looks like Paul Whitehouse.
It milked brilliant.
It milked brilliant.
So Paul White, what you're saying is there's a gig there for Paul Whitehouse to play Julian Lennon in the upcoming film. Lennon.
He could probably play it because Julian looks a bit like John Lennon. So there you go. And Johnny Depp actually once turned around and says Paul Whitehouse is a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp loves Paul Whitehouse.
Yeah, but no one listens to Johnny Depp anymore, do they?
Yeah, Johnny Depp's pretty much gone down in estimation. So yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, we'll move on to another song. Is Style Council, Shout to the Top.
How's this one going now?
Well, I love the piano. No. I love the piano at the bit where it goes dun 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 dun. And I just think this is a brilliant song. I haven't done the justice to the beginning part of that.
I love this song. It's a really good song.
I think it's a fantastic song.
This is one of those like little gems on the album, I think.
Yeah, but this doesn't remind me of. But this reminds me of like mid to late 90s. But I don't know if it was because Paul Weller sort of had a big resurgence then as a solo artist, so a lot of his older stuff started getting pushed as well. But this reminds me of like mid to late 90s, and I think it's a brilliant song. I love the song.
It's a really good song, this one. This is what I mean. So the album in total has got some really poor songs on it, but this is one of those ones that just sneaks in there, and you're like, as soon as you listen to it, you're like, yeah, this is a good song.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like
they must make a bit of money off this as well, because I swear I hear it on a lot of adverts and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to think of. Has it been on something? Because I don't know if it's been in movies or something, like Shout to the Top.
Yeah, I think it's on quite a lot of stuff.
Is it not Billy Elliot?
It might be. Style Council are one of those bands who I think that you always like the songs. You might not know, like, straight away recognize who it is, but you always like the songs when you do hear them.
Yeah. This song reminds me of Grand Theft Auto. Is that the last song, Julian Lennon, of this song?
I think it's the Style Council song.
I can't remember that of Grand Theft. Which Grand Theft Auto Blissful? Because I'm obviously two things. Which song and which Grand Theft Auto we need to know? Because I can't think of either being on.
Vice City. I think it's Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It was on, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Which is the best Grand Theft Auto, I think.
Oh yeah, Vice City is brilliant. Also, Veloto or something is the name of his album. I've never heard it. So Matt's never heard Julian Lennon's album. I like this song with Salt and Saltwater, but that's all I can think of. Yeah, Julian Lennon's not one someone I've known. This song, his song I Don't Want to Know is pretty cool. He sounds just like John on the track. I think on that track,
it's bad for him, right? Because I'm gonna, despite what I said before, I quite like Julian Lennon. I think it must be hard, right? If you want to be a musician and stuff, and that's what you've been brought up to do, and then everyone's only ever going to compare you to your dad.
But that's the thing. That's what Jesus suffered from. Jesus.
The only person who gets away with it is Nancy Sinatra.
I think you going to say something about the Nazis there.
No, not the Nazis. Nancy Sinatra.
Yeah, good to me for walking.
But then some creepy duets with a dad. Duets with a dad.
Saying that, I think also Suzanne Charlton.
Who?
Like Bobby Charlton's daughter. Bobby Charlton, great footballer. He was no weatherman though. Suzanne Charlton, brilliant.
I was going to say, when did they ever have a song out? It'd be the most boring song ever if it was Bobby Charlton.
But yeah, I've never heard that song, so I'm still going back over stuff. Yeah, I thought he sounded a bit like John Lennon though in that other song. He has got this similar sounding voice to that. I was halfway home and I was halfway insane. The rain coming. Oh, that's this song. Shannon, this song is brilliant. It's just one song I can agree on. It's Too Late for Goodbyes. It's a soundtrack on Grand Theft. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5. It's too modern for us. To be honest, I should really start buying games like that now because they're at the rock bottom low prices. I think now, like the 360.
Yeah, but you can buy them. Like anybody who wants to actually play them, and just download them. You get them for like £3 on like PlayStation Network and stuff.
All right, okie dokie. But yeah,
we also got Thompson Twins next.
Yes, we have. Oh, 2 seconds, I'm all over with my sheets of paper. With my sheets.
Sheets.
Right. Yeah, Thompson Twins. Yeah.
How does this go? I can't remember this.
Doctor, can't you hear me burning?
Is that where Dr. Fox started when he went Doctor?
That's that. Yeah, Dr. Fox. Actually, we've got to be careful. He was acquitted. So be very careful.
Acquitted, but was he proven not guilty?
We're back down that road. Down the back alleys of. I know that they should have put the song on Now 3 and You Take Me Up on Now 4. Well, actually, yeah. Which song? Oh no, it's Hold Me Now, which was Hold Me Now. Oh. Now, the video for this is quite similar to the Hold Me Now one. It's just one's a light shade of blue and this is a darker shade of blue. Now, I don't know if there was some resemblance where you could buy it on like a VHS or whatever and it went through, like, because I think UB40 done something like that. But at first I was like, I've watched this video before.
Yeah.
Just because of the thing. Sorry, I've just seen that Sharon says, I think Neil needs to join Laney's kazoo band.
No, nobody needs that, Sharon.
Singing's brilliant, man. Okay, so the guys couldn't sing live, which was unfortunate during live here, but he sounded good. Well, if we're
Did
talking
they have
about live,
auto-tune back then, or
no. The had bad miming on top of the pops. That's what they. But it's still reached number 3 in the charts. This though, it's still charted well and everything. But yeah, it's all right. It's an all right.
I quite
song.
like it. No, I couldn't remember it, but then as soon as you sang the that bit, I remembered the song. I do quite like it. Yeah.
Well, it reminds me of what's the album? DJ Yoda. If I think it's on SoundCloud. I think it's available on there. DJ Yoda cut and paste the 80s edition. And what he gets a load of 80s songs, a load of 80s theme tunes, and interspense them with like a lot of like pop culture references.
Yeah.
Because on this one, can't remember what somewhere. But yeah, I think there's even a copy of the full album on YouTube. But DJ Yoda cut and paste the 80s edition. Brilliant. Really good. A lot of 80s tunes cut and pasted with theme tunes and other things. Don't diss in the kazoo band, Stu. Yeah, Stu. Don't diss.
No, I wasn't dissing the kazoo band. I was dissing your kazoo playing specifically.
Yeah, Shaman says they're the only words I can remember. Yeah, they're the only words I can remember as well. And then next up we have
Hang on, did we get to the bottom of whether they were actually twins or not?
I don't think so. Look at that, Stu. They're maybe not identical.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're identical twins somehow. Next up we have Heaven 17, which is Sunset Now. I've never heard of this or any other Heaven 17 track apart from Temptation.
Yeah. That's like the only one that you would ever know.
Yeah. Temptation. Apart from that, never heard anything. And the only thing about this song, it's a bit It suits this album. It's
Yeah. Also, Thompson Twins, and there's 3 of them. Weird. Sorry, keep going.
Thompson Twins.
It freaks me out, this Thompson Twins thing. I don't know why you'd call your band something Twins. If
Tintin fans, that's why.
Where's Matt Hayes? He normally knows the answers for these things.
Yeah. Matt, where you at? No, spoiler alert, let's say Ajax or
Aljax.
Johnson's just said, spoiler alert, they weren't Ajax. Or even related, they weren't even brother and sister. This album is desperate. Sharon, it's not a good album, but please come back next week for a disc too.
Yeah, but wait, stay. The Kane Gang coming up.
Stu, the Kane Gang are brilliant. They're from Seam.
Yeah, I'm well excited for the Kane Gang.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that not remind people of the beginning of Talk's Road to Nowhere? Do you know? Da, 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 da.
Yeah. You're on the road to nowhere.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, "This is Road to Nowhere," and I was like, "Oh, this is." Yeah, but that's what that reminds us of, and that's the only good bit about this song because it's a bit. It reminds me of a better song. That's all that the song reminds us of is there's a better song out there than this. Yeah, Talking Heads, Matt. That's what it does remind us of. But yeah, it's so only got another song which never broke the top 20, 24 in the charts, and it's a bit
Okay.
So we'll move straight on to the Kane Gang. Yes. Respect yourself. Apart from when I hear respect yourself, it reminds me of Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Because Bruce Willis done the same track. The track was originally done years ago, but Bruce Willis done it in 1987 and got to number 7 in the charts. This one only got to 21. So another song which was a bit there. Lady said she prefers a Bruce Willis one. Lady, did you know the Kane Gang are from the northeast, or the lead singer is from Seam? There you go.
County Durham.
Yeah, County Durham. Well, it's technically part of Sunderland, but not part of Sunderland.
I got excited because, like you, Neil, did you know that he was from there until you watched the video and was like, I recognise that bridge in the background?
Yeah, well, the thing is, right? I've said again here, the opening credits. Could this not be Spender or some other 80s thing?
Well, on the waterfront. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it is something where it's like this week. Next on BBC One is Spender.
Some other regional detective.
Yeah. Please.
So which bridge is it, Neil? Which bridge is it?
Well, actually, if I rewind it back, we'll get the fresh up. The Time Bridge is this one up here, and then you've got the high level here, which is closed to any other cars apart from buses at the moment. Right from now on, and then I think is that the swing bridge or is that the
yeah, it's the swing bridge underneath. Yeah, it's the swing bridge underneath. That's the people who aren't from the northeast on this listening on this. I know there's a few who are, but I recognised it straight away at the beginning of the video. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, that's the Time Bridge.
To be honest, it looks more like Sydney Harbour Bridge because of.
Well, that took me to Google searching because I was like, surely they can't be from like Newcastle or something on there. That's got to be Sydney Hut. But no, they're from the northeast. Yeah. Do you know he got the lead singer Bramer, who wrote all the songs for it? He was nominated for the Ivor Novello Award because he's made records or written records that have sold over 20 million copies worldwide.
What?
Yeah, he's huge, like a big writer outside of this band. Like he went on to write for other people. So he's written for Tina Turner. Who else? Ollie Murs.
Hold on. Tina Turner. It would have been written for someone else, and everyone else would eventually get
Tina Turner, Ollie Murs, James Morrison, Mel C, Beverly Knight, Rachel Stevens, the Lighthouse Family.
Does he still live in Seaham?
I doubt it.
To be honest, Seaham is a nice place. A quick
when is it?
No, you've got Seaton just up the road where a lot of the footballers live.
Oh, okay, that's so not Seaham.
Who's the referee?
Near Seaham is nice.
Who's the referee? Who's from up here? Premier League referee.
I don't know.
He lives there as well. But a quick plug here for a valeting company from Seaham Way, is ProLabs Valeting, my friend's company. He does a lot of posh cars.
Do you want to know that this is the song that you'll know, bro? Are you ready? This is the song that you'll know. The Lighthouse Family, Lifted. He wrote that.
Really? Well, the Lighthouse Family met Newcastle University, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I'm positive the Lighthouse Family's from Newcastle Uni. The black guy who's the lead singer is from Newcastle.
Oh. So he's had a lot of success outside.
Lainey was a massive fan of the Kane Gang by the looks of it. She said, and one of them was from Whitburn. I think. Oh,
there you go. See, that's something different.
Actually, maybe not a fan because she follows up with Still Terrible.
What?
Support your local bands.
And so that's the last song we're discussing tonight, right?
No. Oh, don't pick up. No
one will have been waiting for Tina Turner, surely.
No, I don't think. Oh, but this, do you know what this here is? Newcastle Quayside. Yeah. This would have probably all been knocked down now because just all bars and offices and restaurants along.
Right above there to the right, there's a bar. Yeah, is it the Slug and Lettuce?
Yeah. This or not. Wait, I think where this is here, this is probably all been knocked down where the law courts are.
Probably.
Oh, surprise, Chris is back. I don't know why.
Is it time this?
Yeah. He's had his alarm set. Bling! But yes.
We should leave it to Chris to tell us all about Tina Turner.
Yes.
And Private Dancer.
Private. Well, I'm still on Bruce Willis and the King. But yes, final song of the evening. Chris's speciality. Private Dancer is a great song. Wonder how much he made on extras. Well, Laney, you'll be very surprised because this song was originally intended for Dire Straits. So
again, Dire Straits?
no. Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits, no. Money for Nothing. Stuart, you'll know it if I go. Oh no, that's the wrong song. Do you know Geordie Hero? Basically, the Newcastle walkout song is Dire Straits.
No, I got no idea.
It's no Romeo and Juliet. That's all I'm saying.
Tina Turner, Private Dancer.
Yeah, but yeah, good song. Intended for Dire Straits, but Mark Knopfler, the lead singer, thought it wasn't a good song for a male artist to sing. Yeah.
The song was wrote about a hooker, Chris is saying.
Yeah. Well, again, it was another hand-me-down to Tina Turner, obviously, because Dire Straits turned it down and they went, oh, give it to Tina. She likes hand-me-down songs. Look what she had success with. What was the one before where she was on the Walk of Shame?
Yeah, for the boot song.
See, Matt can actually imagine Mark Knopfler singing Private Dancer. But it was wrote for them. Only reached 26 in the charts, which is a massive surprise. I thought this would at least been top 10.
Again, was this before Thunderdome or after? I forget when Thunderdome was.
Oh, possibly around the time of Thunderdome. What year did we say this was out?
Was Thunderdome like a big kind of trying to get her back on the map type of thing?
I don't know. It was before Simply the Best, I think. Simply the Best was 88-ish. But yeah, this
Simply the Best was 88. Are you joking?
I think so. 88. I'm positive 88, 89 maybe.
If only we had some kind of Tina expert on the group chat.
No, I think they're fishnet tights, Laney. Not hairy legs. Or are you talking about the cat at the front? She does have a hairy cat. But the music video depicts Tina Turner in a ballroom because, if she's quoted as saying, this song is about a dancer, a disillusioned ballroom dancer, not a prostitute.
Sure it is, Tina. Someone sold that to her. Oh, yeah. No. Private dancer. No, it's not about a stripper. Don't be silly, Tina. Yeah. This is about a ballroom dancer. She's going, oh, okay then, because she's got a croaky old lady's voice. All right, I'll take this on. I don't know if she's from the south of America or what, but I say, yeah, I'll take this.
Yeah, but yeah, it just song about a lap dancer or a prostitute.
Also, can I just point out there's nobody playing any of the instruments up on the stage for that? Oh no, there's a pianist.
Yeah, a tiny pianist.
That's why I couldn't see it.
Yeah, tiny pianist. Possibly that's why he needs a private dancer.
She's walking straight up to him. She's really pissed off that those balloons are on the floor. She's just going to walk over and stamp on them.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. But yes, speed up the tempo a bit. I can see it being a Telegraph Road for Dire Straits. Is Telegraph Road or something? Oh, there you go, Matt. Simply the Best was 1989.
Christ, that's later than I thought.
Yeah, but if I can name you one person who, apart from Tina Turner, if I say Simply the Best, who would you think about?
What? Say it again.
Not like in an erotic way, because we're on private dancer, but Simply the Best.
Yeah.
If you could think about
Chris Eubank.
Yeah, exactly. Simply the Best to me is Chris Eubank.
Yeah. Simply the Best.
Yeah. But yeah, lol. Hairy Nutbush City Limits. Maybe, lady.
Jesus.
Is this meant to be a classy version of the Copacabana? Possibly. But it's like a really shit version of Strictly. When you look at it. It's very 80s party with all them balloons. It's just missing streamers and it could have been Christmas.
Yeah.
Now they're all used computers. They are micro penists.
It looks a bit like the party room at CM Red Star.
Again, another reference lost on anyone out of the Northeast.
Yeah, sorry, I forget no one else is in.
But yes, that is disc 1 of Now 4. Beyonce based herself on. Yeah, I can see that, Matt. Oh, what am I doing here? Exit that. Stop sharing. And we go back to us, I think, somewhere. Can I find us? Here we are. Yeah. Yeah, I can totally see where Beyonce based herself on Tina. I said Matt, it's Chris. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, Beyonce's mum called Tina True Story. Right? Yeah, but we changed animals on this as well. That's better. You can see me more close up. Sorry.
That was freaking.
Do you ever guess? Sounds like Tina was in Coronation Street. There was a Tina in Coronation Street. I much preferred it to Tina Turner though. And if you're watching, hello, Michelle. Nigel Benn.
She's not watching.
No, it was Chris Eubanks who used Simply the Best, surely, wasn't it? Did Nigel Benn use it as well?
I don't know. I thought it was Chris Eubank. Sounds more Chris Eubank than Nigel Benn.
Actually, talking about Nigel Benn, I can remember seeing Nigel Benn in Idols in Sunderland when he was DJing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is a DJ. But that's when everyone, I think, like Prince Nazim Hamid had, what was his song?
No.
No. That's Eni Kamosi reminds me of getting an illegal taxi outside Leeds. And we drove all the way home, and he had the hot stepper playing. We're only 5 minutes outside the city centre. Windows down, and it was like we're in a boy racer car. We got out, and he was like, "Yeah, that's 20 quid." And we're like, "Yeah, that's." And I'm thinking, "Yeah, that wasn't a taxi, was it?" Get out of the car. We're like, "I don't think that was a taxi. I think we just got into some random car. I think it was a taxi."
You got like, 20 quid out.
Lads. Yeah. This is the longest live stream. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You usually stop at 90 minutes. We do, but
that's because Neil went for a piss halfway through.
Yeah, I did go at the time. No, I don't think Mel's doing a live stream tonight in Australia because I usually try and fit in between 2 live streams. That's
Blissful 690's way of saying, right, wrap it up.
Yeah, come on.
Shut up, you two.
Come on, cut. Yeah, but I can't remember what I was saying now.
I agree, Blissful.
No. It was quickly. I'll just quickly put this in. It was Prince Nazim Hamid. He used to do it was a song called "Walk Like a Champion, Talk Like a Champion, Put Up Your Hands. The Prince is in the house." And that's what. It wasn't him actually on the song. I don't think he actually. I think basically it was someone he knew who was a rapper. Come in and done a song for it. It was probably Simon Cowell.
Yeah, it was Eubank.
Yeah, Eubank did it. Yes. So, but
okay.
Yes, that is the end of disc 1. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be back in the new year. Yay! End of 2020. Getting the Prince Nazim Summit. Oh, there you go. If you haven't already subscribed to us, click the subscribe button. Click the give us one of these below, please. Give us one of them. Because in Now 33, which will probably be 2022 by the time we get around to that, we've got Prince Nazim Hamid with Walk Like a Champion, Talk Like a Champion. Thanks for coming along, Blissful. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Adrian.
Don't thank Chris. He only turns up for the Tina Turner bit.
My Aid stuff coming in because we give him grief from turning up late. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Everybody.
Patrol. Thank you, anyone who I haven't mentioned and has joined us tonight. Thank you very much. We'll be back on the quickly check calendar. On the 4th of January. I hope everyone has a great end of the year. Happy New Year to anyone who's here.
Yeah, get drunk, everybody. Get drunk. Enjoy it.
Get drunk. And next year is going to be better than this year. So thank you. Oh, yes. Lainey just put Eve in. Lainey is doing a live stream on New Year's Eve. If you don't know Lainey, that's Big Girls Really Do Cry. Go over and check out her channel. She does a brilliant live stream. Anyone who hasn't been over there, everyone is very welcome and friendly. And we're just up for a laugh there. So, yes, we'll see you all New Year's Eve if you're over there. If not, we'll see you on the 4th of January. And we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.